Welcome to How Not to Make Art. Alright, today we're going to create something simple, something that seems easy enough for anyone to do. A Euclidean locus. Yes, that's right, a Euclidean locus. But here's the thing, this isn't just any Euclidean locus. This is the Euclidean locus. And we're going to break down every single minuscule detail of it so you can understand why this is the most important thing I've ever drawn. Ever. Now, the first thing you'll need for a Euclidean locus, a pencil, but not just any pencil. This is a 2B pencil because the softer lead gives you a smoother line, and the darker shade allows for a more dramatic effect. You can't just use a regular pencil like a 2H. That would be, well, that's basically the art equivalent of showing up to a knife fight with a spoon. You begin to smell. Now notice the angle of the line. The angle of this Euclidean locus is absolutely crucial. We're not just making a random squiggle. Oh no, this Euclidean locus must maintain a perfect 360 degrees. Perfection is the goal. If you don't hit exactly 360, you're not even close. 359, not good enough. 361, a disaster. This is the very essence of art, folks. Now, the real magic happens with the curve. The curve of the Euclidean locus is a subtle, beautiful thing. To get it just right, we have to pay attention to the tension in the pencil stroke. Too soft and it's an oval, too hard and it's a polygon. So you need to apply just the right amount of pressure, not too little, not too much. The Goldilocks of Euclidean locus making. Okay, now we move on to the color of the Euclidean locus. Why blue, you ask? Well, blue isn't just a color. No. Blue is the color of tranquility, the depth of the ocean and the sky. It's the color of infinity, the perfect choice for something as timeless as a Euclidean locus. But not just any blue. This blue. It's the Cerulean Blue Hue. It's cooler. It's more sophisticated. It's not cheap blue. We're not using the Walmart stuff here. We need the good stuff. Now let's talk about the brush stroke, which brings us to the question of tool choice. This isn't just about a pencil. No, we're going to use a fine-tipped brush for detail and precision. Why? Because precision is key. Without precision, you don't have a Euclidean locus. You have a mess. And that, my friends, is not art. There we go. Notice the evenness. This is critical. The inner curve must match the outer curve perfectly. Any inconsistencies, and we're looking at something that resembles a poorly drawn coin, not a divine symbol of wholeness. A Euclidean locus represents the infinite, the never-ending cycle of life. If you get it wrong, you're messing with the fabric of the universe. Now, let's add the finishing touches, the shading. This is where it gets complicated. You can't just leave a Euclidean locus flat. Oh no, we need depth. We need to show light and shadow to give this Euclidean locus a sense of dimension. That's why we'll add a soft shadow beneath the bottom right side. Just a tiny, tiny shadow, mind you. Don't get crazy. It has to be subtle yet powerful. Now I know what you're thinking. It's just a Euclidean locus. How hard could it be? But let me tell you, friends, this Euclidean locus has been years in the making. Years of choosing the right pencil, the right paper, the right angle. This, my friends, is not just art. This is a statement. So, there you have it, a Euclidean locus. And let me tell you, the amount of time, effort, and thought that went into this is staggering. But don't worry, this is only the beginning. Stay tuned for next time when we'll dive into a simple square, and I'll show you why every corner matters. Until then, remember, when in doubt, over-explain, because true art isn't about simplicity, it's about making things far more complicated than they ever needed to be. Good night and happy Euclidean locus making.